I think the world of Ronda. You know, I think she's a great athlete. I think she's a great champion. I think she's a great advocate for mixed martial arts. But it goes further than this. It goes back to the Olympics. You know, I knew she was special then. She was just a baby. I mean, this girl was a baby when she made her first Olympic team, and she was competing against everybody. There are people in the Olympics where you hear these stories, and you know that Justin, I can't remember his last name, he won the 100, and Usain Bolt and all these guys, you know, Michael Phelps. You hear of these people in the Olympics. You know their stories because their sport is built around them, and that's how it was for Ronda. So we were aware of Ronda as a kid in our first Olympics, like, this is the wonder kid. This kid may get the first Olympic medal for the U.S. in judo and women's judo. And I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. And I can even recall vaguely seeing Ronda at the Olympics, meeting her. And see, I know I saw her at the Olympic Training Center, but vaguely seeing her at the Olympics and thinking, you know, she really is, because she had a baby face. And she was a little heavier at the time. She was just a baby. Like, she was just a baby. But she went out there and she was badass, man. And it's just rolled over in the mixed martial arts. I mean, these girls are a world behind her. And it's because of her lifetime of competition.
Do you feel like that's good or bad for the women's division?
You know what, man? I think it's okay. I mean, I think at some point she needs to get pushed a little bit more to validate the division. A little bit more. She needs challengers. So that's why I'm not opposed to another Miesha Tate fight. Because Miesha Tate's able to get out of the first round. And even if she beats Miesha again and submits her again in the third round, fourth round, it doesn't matter. You get to see her deal with a little bit of adversity over the course of a fight. As a Ronda Rousey fan, I don't want to see her get beat or anything, but I would much rather see someone able to compete with her. But it's her job to ensure that that doesn't happen. Work as hard as she does, stay as committed as she is, and make sure that none of these girls can ever touch her.
How does the fight between her and Chris go down?
You know what, man, as much as we all love Cyborg and people want to say, Cyborg, 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 she may go in there and try to punch Ronda's head off. But the moment Ronda grabs her and throws her down, it's going to end up being over again, you know, because these girls get lost in these scrambles. Just like Kat. Kat ran out there, she jumped, she ended up over the top of Ronda's back. She didn't know what was next. She was going to try to maybe put a hook in or something. But by the time she's thinking and trying to process where to go next, Ronda's already on to the third, fourth, fifth move. She's finishing the fight. And I think that's what probably would happen to Cyborg. She would go in there with evil intention. She may get some big punches off. But the moment they come into contact and they start rolling around, Ronda will be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas the other girl's trying to process what's happening. Before you know it, they're tapping out.
Last topic. How disappointed were you when you found out about Anderson Silva's drug test?
Very disappointed. You know, this is a guy that for a long time, you know, he's been considered the greatest fighter of all time. And that doesn't stop that. It just puts a cloud over it. You know, people have to question what was going on this whole time. And if you don't, then that's unfair to everybody that's watched the sport. You owe it to yourself as an athlete, as a fan, to say, well, what if he wasn't competing clean this whole time? And if that what if tells you that it should skew everything that he's done, then that's okay. That's your opinion. But for some people, it doesn't matter. What he did inside of the octagon was so special that it doesn't matter. I don't advocate cheating. I think it was bad what he did. But you know what, man? He will be judged in the court of public opinion. He will be judged by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And then we'll see what happens from there.
Where does he go from there? How do you sell a fight with Anderson Silva next? Do you do the rematch with Nick Diaz?
You know, I don't think you do a rematch with Nick Diaz, but he can fight other guys. You know, he can fight other guys. But at the end of the day, he's still who he is. He's Anderson Silva. You can always sell an Anderson Silva fight. You can always get people to tune into an Anderson Silva fight. Yeah, you can always sell an Anderson Silva fight. I would still sell his fight as the same way. He's the greatest fighter of all time. Come out and watch him.
Anything you want to say to our readers before we let you go, DC?
Yeah, man, I just want to thank everybody for the support, man. This has been an unbelievable ride that I've been on for the last 5.5 years. I could never have imagined when I walked into the American Kickboxing Academy in 2009, broken from the Olympics in 2008, that I would be where I am today with Fox, and with the UFC, and with AKA and all my friends and family, my children, Selena. It's been an unbelievable ride. I appreciate you guys. Keep watching. June 6th, please, man, make these ratings go through the roof. You know, it's a big deal to us, and we do take notice. We take notice of all the positive things that I hear from you guys, and Obviously, even the negative. But keep watching, keep paying attention, and again, thank you guys.